My belief is this: you're still here for a reason. I hope you'll go out and do something with your life that you're proud of and others are impacted by. That's the word for you today. Hey gang, Bill Purvis here, and we're going to do this podcast today, just you and I. What a special guest you are, so thanks for being here. I was thinking the other day about how we all need encouragement in our life, and we need somebody who will believe in us when we don't believe in ourselves. Have you got anybody like that in your life? There was a book I read years ago. One of the first leadership books I ever read was this book by A.L. Williams entitled, All You Can Do Is All You Can Do, But All You Can Do Is Enough. Now let me give you the story of him. The reason I got the book is because somebody gave it to me, and he had been a football coach in our city. And so working over here at Kendrick High School at, $20,000 a year as a football coach. And then God put into his heart, and he'll tell you the idea he had about beginning an insurance company. Wound up, that insurance company was worth billions, and he himself became a billionaire from having started as a local high school football coach in our city. When I read his book, I watched his journey, and just from afar, I said, what a tremendous journey, a passion, a heart. And A.L. Williams has to go down as one of the greatest motivators of this century, and one of those guys that came from nothing and went somewhere. But what people don't know sometimes, maybe his wife had a lot to do with it. He tells this story in one part of his book that really challenged me. I heard him tell the story about how that when he reached a certain level, there were other insurance companies that thought about buying him out. And he thought that's pretty good. I mean, coming from a high school coach and not making much to making this, you get out, no more risk, you get out of the company and you sell off, and you did well. So he went to this particular meeting, I think it was in Atlanta, Georgia, top floor of a hotel. He's there in that meeting with a bunch of executives from another insurance company, and while he's in the room, they just treat him like dirt. Just disrespectful. Like, what are you doing here? And why are you in this room? And so he reminds, like the president of the company, I'm here because I heard there was an interest in buying my company. And the president looked at him and in front of all of his friends belittled him. Kind of said to him like, we're not interested in your little company. This would be a waste of time to even talk about it. We don't have anything to negotiate. And he'd gone up there with all that hope that perhaps he had hit the big times. And now he came down the elevator totally defeated. Comes into the lobby there and sits down with his wife. She's wanting to know how it went. And he says to her, not too well. And he told her how he was belittled, disrespected, and not taken serious. And here's where the game changes. This guy who's a winner of winners, who's been a coach, a player, an athlete, and all the rest, he had a wife that did exactly what every one of us would want a wife to do. She looked at him, she said, oh, Art, that's a bad move they made. They belittled you, they disrespected you. She said, Now he's thinking, did she not hear me? I just told her how discouraged I am, and she's over here saying they shouldn't have done that to you. She said, Art, they picked the wrong man. She said, I know you. You're going to now go out and build the largest insurance company in the world. Well, at first he was thinking, did you not hear what I just told you? But then he decided, I'm going to channel and turn that hurt into anger. And then I'm going to channel the anger not to hurt, but to motivate. That became for him kind of, I guess, like in that movie Waterboy. You remember Bobby Boucher says that's his tackling fuel. Well, that became his tackling fuel that day, and A.L. Williams did something that I was so thrilled by the time I closed his book. A.L. Williams went out and built the largest insurance company in the world at that time. Now, can you imagine that? All because of a spouse who helped him in the moment when he was at his lowest to say to him, they made a mistake. They picked the wrong guy. Now I know you. You're going to go out and build the biggest one in the world. Now, I ask you this. Do you have anybody in your life that would say that to you? Is anybody in your life that you would say that to? I want to be that one to you today if you don't have somebody. If you don't have anybody in your life that would say that you can do it, I want to tell you something. I believe you can achieve what you really want. If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. And today I'm going to ask you not to listen to the negative voices in your life. I'm going to ask you today to start listening to the voices that you know will take you where you need to be. I've often said that the voices we listen to decide the choices we make. And it's true. Whatever voice we listen to will decide our choice. So listen to this voice today. You can take your life, make a difference for you and for others if you'll put the blinders on and not listen to everybody else, and you'll get mad enough when you've been pushed down to fight back and come up. My belief is this: you're still here for a reason. I hope you'll go out and do something with your life that you're proud of and others are impacted by. That's the word for you today. Hey, if you'd like to watch other videos and other podcasts, we have them available for you, and you can find them right here. And then on top of that, I really want you to subscribe. You can hit that button right there. We can stay connected. It'd be a big benefit for both of us. So be sure and hit the button to subscribe.